That was way better than the previews. Welcome to Nowcast, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most hilarious comedies that looked terrible in the previews but turned out to be extremely funny.
Mike Tyson? This is my favorite part coming up right now.
He still got it.
For this list, we're looking at 10 of the most hilarious movies that nobody expected to be funny, but with the combination of some eclectic characters and absurd storylines, turned out to be comedic gold. Make sure to watch to the end to see if you also dadded watching any of our picks, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more of your favorite top 10 lists. Let's jump right in with number 10, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Must be some kind of hot tub time machine.
Let's get this party started!
Mom?
Okay, so the name might have driven some people away, but there's no doubt that this Steve Pink sci-fi comedy has undeniably surpassed all critics' expectations. With a silly title like this, you can't be surprised that the audience wasn't expecting such a funny movie, but Hot Tub Time Machine manages to put all critiques to rest when the film hit the big screen.
There's money to be made here, man.
We could invent iPods, Prius, Match.com, short ribs. We could combine Viagra with Twitter.
What?
Twitagra. Boom!
With a handsomely written script, hilarious character build, and a phenomenal casting, its expected lapse in wit was credibly covered, leaving not a single dull moment in the movie. The movie was an audience favorite, welcomed with open arms, and managed to sweep in over a surprising $64.6 million gross. And it undoubtedly delivered much more than just friends in a time-traveling hot tub, that's for sure.
Dude is rocking cassette player. Leg warmers.
I'm sure there's a good explanation for all this.
Jerry girl! Excuse me, miss. What color is Michael Jackson?
Black?
Number 9, Zombieland. Now looking back, it's easy to see how this movie pretty much has every ingredient needed to become one of the funniest zombie comedies of all time. This star-studded cast included Emma Stone, Jesse Eisenberg, Abigail Breslin, Woody Harrelson, and even the legendary Bill Murray. So why was this movie doomed to fail? Well, we think the answer is pretty simple. People just tend to be really critical of anything with zombies in it, and it came out at a time when the world was kind of over zombie movies, and it definitely didn't seem like we needed another one, but boy were we wrong.
No!
Is that how you say hello? Where you come from?
Oh my God.
Zombieland ended up being one of the biggest movies in the genre, earning over $102 million against a $26 million budget, the second highest grossing zombie movie of its time.
I mean, I don't think she could have guessed that something would be zombie killing. What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Number 8, Mean Girls.
She just moved here from Africa.
Welcome! I'm from Michigan.
Great.
Now this one really didn't look that bad in the previews, it just kinda looked like it was gonna be more of a girls' sleepover type movie.
Being with the plastics was like leaving the actual world.
Mean Girls chronicled the nauseous effects of female social cliques and their stereotypes, giving a hilariously accurate yet comical depiction of the typical high school teen experience. Who would have thought that this teen comedy flick would have taken the world by storm and have such a dramatic impact on our culture?
Gretchen told me that you like Aaron Samuels. I could talk to him for you if you want.
Really? You would do that?
The cast included Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams, Amanda Seyfried, and Lacey Chabert. Considering that it was written by none other than Tina Fey, it did the movie great justice to have SNL supporting cast members that really added a tasteful comedic twist, including actors like Anna Gasteyer, Tim Meadows, and Amy Poehler. At first, you might think this is one of those attempts to squeeze an SNL sketch into a movie, but instead we actually get a really funny, well-scripted movie with great characters, one-liners, and a whole lot of memes.
I want to lose 3 pounds.
They're these nutrition bars my mom uses to lose weight. It won't close.
It's a 5. You could try Sears.
Number 7, 21 Jump Street.
I thought this job would have more car chases and explosions.
You're dead.
Yours isn't loaded, right?
No, that's not.
Okay, let's face it, if something's good in Hollywood, they usually do it over and over again until we all get sick of it, and then do it a few more times just to make sure. Turning an old TV show into a movie is a prime example of such a cliche Hollywood continues to revel on, and it's always just a 50-50 shot. 21 Jump Street was the latest movie that had followed this sequence, which on paper had nothing to be excited about, but the on-screen result was absolutely hysterical.
Don't give nobody no drugs, no alcohol.
All I do is party.
Take it here so I know you're cool. Are you guys on drugs? I don't like.
Two cops going undercover is a stereotype that has fatigued us all, but with a duo like Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, 21 Jump Street ended up being the funniest movie of 2012 due to the great on-screen chemistry and overall great performance by the supporting cast members. This cop action comedy arguably could even be one of the best comedies of the last decade.
That was crazy! Oh, when did I get stabbed? That's awesome! Yeah!
Number 6, Tropic Thunder.
I'm coming, man. Don't you dare on me, Foley!
Alright, not gonna lie, the preview was pretty bad, and admittedly, this is one of those movies that you kinda need to know every single actor to understand it.
I'm sorry, can we cut?
What is going on here?
Spook movies tend to go one of two ways. Either they go really well and are funny like the Scary Movie comedy series or classics like Naked Gun, or they go horribly wrong like 50 Shades of Black or Meet the Spartans. It seems like there's no middle ground in the spoof category, but Tropic Thunder is one that definitely surprised many people. When you hear the cast includes Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise, and Matthew McConaughey, you can't help to think that this is going to be a disaster. But this 2008 action spoof is surprisingly thoughtful and cleverly written. From the actors, producers, to movie executives, this comedy didn't spare a single role.
I'm doing the scene right now. I'm in it.
The scene is about emotionality. Where is it?
And somehow this movie brought in over $200 million. Not bad. Number 5, The Other Guys.
Tell me once again why I got on this roof. I chalked that up to bad life choices.
Now there are cops, and then there are the other guys. This ingenious film makes fun of possibly every top action movie that we see today. It also iterates the fact that Adam McKay and Will Ferrell literally cannot go wrong. The pair who gave us movies like Anchorman, Talladega Nights, and Step Brothers nailed it once again from the very first scene through to the last.
Hey, if I want to hear you talk, I will shut my arm and work your mouth like a puppet.
Peace out.
Real characters.
You stop it, man?
What?
Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell's polar opposite comedy styles make for a perfect fusion, leading to some of the funniest ad-libs to be filmed on television.
If I were a lion and you were a tuna, I would swim out in the middle of the ocean and freaking eat you!
A lion swimming in the ocean? Lions don't like water. Did that go the way you thought it was gonna go? Nope.
Number 4, Bridesmaids. To start it off, Bridesmaids has some of the funniest women acting in Hollywood today, from Rose Byrne to Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig to Melissa McCarthy. The movie is packed with stars that at this point are Hollywood royalty.
They just bought a new house. It is gorgeous. I wouldn't know. I only see the kitchen and the laundry room and the ceiling in my bedroom. Sometimes the floor.
Multi-starred flicks don't always necessarily mean that they're gonna sweep up the big bucks in the box office, but Bridesmaids managed to outgrow expectations to end up being a cultural and feminist milestone. The plot focuses on women's relationships with each other, skillfully narrating how women go crazy over weddings. It had a cross-global acceptance as women all around the globe felt a strong connection to the characters.
You can relax. I'm ready to party!
The movie was the first collaboration between Melissa McCarthy and Paul Feig, who would team up together in the future to give us movies like The Heat and Spy. This 2011 blockbuster connected well with the audience and is often referred to as a benchmark of women's comedies. Its $300 million gross is direct proof of this.
See what Marmaduke's doing?
Just texting, talking on the phone while I'm driving, not even using my hands. Oh, hi! Oh.
Number 3, Home Alone. Now I know what you're thinking. How could Home Alone be on this list? Home Alone is still one of the biggest movies ever made, but very few know that it was actually expected to fail. Believe it or not, Warner Brothers shut down the production, but thankfully, Fox stepped in and bought the movie for a reasonable $18 million, and the rest is history.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
The movie's premise is of a family leaving their 10-year-old boy home alone during a Christmas trip, who then is forced to defend their home against 2 burglars. Columbus's masterly direction and Culkin's smooth performance directly connected with people all around the world. It slowly climbed to the charts to then stay at number 1 for 12 consecutive weeks. The movie was the third highest grossing movie made up to this time, losing only to Star Wars and E.T. It earned a sequel and inspired several remakes, but nothing could challenge the legacy of this 1990 Christmas classic that has mustered a staggering $477 million against an $18 million budget. Number 2, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay, the problem most men have is they don't know how to talk to women.
You know what my problem is? I am not interesting. What am I supposed to say? I went to magic camp? I'm an accomplished ventriloquist? Oh, I am a 7th degree imperial yo-yo master. Oh.
Steve Carell is one of the most diverse actors of this generation. Carell has given us some memorable characters in his career, from goofy Michael Scott in The Office to Gru in Despicable Me, and many more. But it was Andy Stitzer, though, in The 40-Year-Old Virgin that really put him on the map. This movie had a box office bomb written all over it. To start with, the title was misleading to say the least, and it pointed towards a vulgar sex comedy, which is something that people get iffy with in a suddenly more PC culture. But this movie was hilariously insightful for the millions of single adult males struggling with relationships.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Whoa, whoa! Look at me! Look at me! I know you're pretty!
This calculated crowd pleaser also put director Judd Apatow on the radar, who later gave us movies like Knocked Up, Superbad, and Bridesmaid.
Let's let the Virgin get back to work.
And the producer of Anchorman.
We've given you all the advice we have to give. Now you gotta put it in action.
If you've enjoyed our list so far, then don't forget to like the video, smash that subscribe button, and check out some of our honorable mentions right here. Napoleon Dynamite.
Tech skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills.
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Martha?
Why am I wearing half a shirt and short shorts in the jungle?
Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
I want to be in Amsterdam. This is amazing.
And now for our number 1 pick, The Hangover.
These gentlemen have kindly volunteered to demonstrate how a stun gun is used to subdue a suspect. 2 ways to use a stun gun. Up close and personal.
Really weird.
Again, the wild Vegas party and I don't remember what happened last night situations. How many times have we seen this movie? The Hangover had everything for a mediocre movie that may at the maximum be okay at the box office, but never anything spectacular. Yet the movie ended up generating a staggering $467 million in the box office against a $35 million budget, and it even managed to get 2 sequels. How? Simple. The storyline of Hangover is pretty plain. 4 men in Vegas for a bachelorette party, but with a twist. They somehow lose the groom. And to make things even worse, none of them can remember even what happened the night before.
What may have happened last night?
Congratulations, dude, you got married.
These are all settings for a very average movie, right? Nope. Turns out all you need is a chicken, a baby, a tiger, and a very real Mike Tyson, and it'll make for a pretty solid movie. This movie was the 10th highest grossing film of 2009 across the world and successfully catapulted the careers of actors Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach Galifianakis. What other movies could be on this list? Drop your answer down below, subscribe for more videos, and check out our most recent video right here.